Good morning. So you might be wondering where Psalm 16 is. The truth is we actually did it yesterday during a normal midweek faith lift teaching. So I'm not going to do it again today. And granted, I just read it and didn't really comment on it yesterday because the whole teaching kind of commented on just trusting God. So it's a really good psalm, though. If you want to go back and read it, if you don't want to watch that whole teaching, you don't have to. You can go back and read the psalm, Psalm 16. It's just very encouraging. It's not a lot to comment on it. So we're just going to go to Psalm 17 today. And here we go. It says, a prayer of David. Hear me, Lord, my plea is just. Listen to my cry. Hear my prayer. It does not rise from deceitful lips. Let my vindication come from you. May your eyes see what is right. Though you probe my heart, though you examine me at night and test me, you will find that I have planned no evil. My mouth has not transgressed, though people tried to bribe me. I have kept myself from the ways of the violent through what your lips have commanded. My steps have held to your paths, my feet have not stumbled. I call on you, my God, for you will answer me. Turn your ear to me and hear my prayer. Show me the wonders of your great love, you who save by your right hand those who take refuge in you from their foes. Keep me as the apple of your eye. Hide me in the shadow of your wings, from the wicked who are out to destroy me, from my mortal enemies who surround me. They close up their callous hearts, and their mouths speak with arrogance. They have tracked me down. They now surround me. With eyes alert to throw me to the ground. They are like a lion hungry for prey, like a fierce lion crouching in cover. Rise up, O Lord, confront them, bring them down. With your sword rescue me from the wicked. By your hand save me from such people, Lord, from those of this world whose reward is in this life. May what you have stored up for the wicked fill their bellies, and may their children gorge themselves on it, and may there be leftovers for the little ones. As for me, I will be vindicated, and I will see your face. When I awake, I will be satisfied with seeing your likeness. So we don't have a lot of context to this. Obviously, we know it's a prayer of David. And we know that David certainly spent a fair amount of time being hunted literally by enemies. And so it does kind of make sense. I think what stands out to me, there's two things that stand out. I can really resonate with sort of the position that David's in. Not that I've ever been hunted down by people like him, never have. But I can resonate with sort of the sense that he's feeling like he's done all the right thing, right? He's like, I've planned no evil. My mouth is not transgressed. I'm not speaking to you deceitfully. I don't think in all this he's trying to say, this is why you have to help me necessarily. I don't think he's like trying to boast. But I do think he's having this feeling of, I've done everything right, and yet I'm still in danger. And if this is during the time when he's being hunted down by Saul, this is very practically true. That David was so humble and responsive to what God wanted when Saul was out attacking, that it really was. He was being hunted without provocation. And so this makes sense. But that feeling of, that I've done everything, and yet they're still after me, and yet his confidence that his vindication will still be in God. Not that he's going to vindicate himself by standing up and saying, I'm innocent, or fighting back because he knows he's innocent. It's really a very humble position. And that really stands out to me, that he's really relying on all of his vindication to come from God, rather than trying to stand on his own vindication, even though to some degree he could. And then one of the things that I really like in there, this imagery where he says the apple of your eye, and that's a phrase we've probably heard before. As far as I understand it, it actually comes from Scripture. It's something that God says to Israel, and David seems to be echoing here. And the apple of your eye is the pupil of your eye. So what do we do with the pupil of our eye? We protect it. We blink, and we're always protecting our eyes. Everything we do is protecting our eyes. It's very instinctive and it's very accurate, and we're very careful about our eyes. And that's the idea of that we're the pupil of his eye, that God is protecting us and caring for us, or caring for David in the same way. So it's a very, very strong protection. But I love the fact that at the end, he says, as for me, I will be vindicated and will see your face. For him, vindication comes not just in vanquishing his enemies, but in seeing the likeness of God. Then when he wakes, that's what he'll be satisfied, is seeing the likeness of God. So I might have drifted into two or three things there that stood out to me, but they seemed all connected to me. What stands out to you in this psalm? What is it that really stands out to you? And I guess I would answer you, have you ever felt like this, that you've done everything right, and yet something wrong has happened? And when that happens, when bad things happen to you, when you're not deserving it, how can you turn to God? How can you be satisfied by the likeness of God at those moments? What are the things that we can do to maintain proper perspective when bad things happen to us? And then, as I said, what stands out to you? And I'll see you tomorrow for Psalm 18.